over 50s match with Duff TV. This will be some sort of a game. As Tasmania have won the first game by 99 points in the over 35s reserves, as we technically sort ourselves out. Not under Martin Duffy being here. Bo Downham is with me, Michael Maney, as Tasmania go into attack. And it's been marked by Stephen Cox, brother of Jamie Cox, who played with distinction for Tassie. Run a long way, did Stephen. Kicks it long, but the kick fades. And it is a mark to the Vicks down back, and that mark has been taken by Nick Abbott. Bo Downham with me, and Bo, it's the Vicks have got to avenge that loss in the over 35s. Got pumped by 99.
They certainly do. Thanks for having me, Michael. Good to be with you again for the second of a 5-match series here at Dial Park. We're going to towards the boundary line. I'll tell you what, I'm not happy with this. David Lithgow is on the bench.
That's
he started on the bench. Our man,
well, he's got stage fright.
He flashed with stage fright. I never would have seen him with that as we go inside the forward 50 now. Picking it up, Tasmania. Quick kick inside forward 50 from Lynch, right towards the pocket. Nearly juggling a mark there was McCoy, it might have been. This kick got smothered. It's a hot football early, trying to just let it bounce was David Franklin or Peterson. A couple of number double-ups, and now they might be running away with speed now, the Vicks.
They do. Number 33, Kevin Rigg. I wonder what sort of a rig he's got. Here's a mark taken by Owen Gray, and that might be a push out there. And the umpires called play on, and the ball's dribbled through for a behind, but we might have a free kick coming back here. And it could be going to Vic Country, is it? The number 8 there in Vassallo, who was in the box earlier. Luke Vassallo, so it's a free kick to Tasmania. Oh, dangerous kick across the face of goal. Little kick inside. The number 44 out there running around. Troy Holmes, we don't have a name. Vassallo did it nicely. Handball comes out. Or was that Luke Vassallo there? Tassie. And they get out of trouble, and they're going to do something. I think it might be Stevenson who's got it and boots it inside 50.
They do go inside the forward 50, overrunning it there. Again, the Vicks, I don't think I have a 21 on my team sheet, but that's who it was who overran it. We're going to have a free kick going the way of Tasmania, and Paul Amedi or Scott Adams. Your eyes on it? I reckon he looks like a Scott.
Well, a man will be able to help us out with that has just jumped into the box. Darren Perry, the William Leach medalist from 1993, I believe. Darren, and as a Masters football man. And Darren, welcome to the box, and
Thanks,
you might
Mick.
be able to help us out on some of these guys who got the double up on the numbers.
Yeah, well, that's
under pressure early.
well, that certainly wasn't Scott Adams. He's a lot bigger than that guy. So that was Paul Amedia, and I believe he might be a ring in from, I think, from WA or Queensland. There's a couple of players that have come over from West Australia, Queensland, and Bull Cullen, ex-Tasmanian, who's been living in Darwin's come over for the game. So being fantastic support for today's game.
Yeah, Darren, I know you've been involved for a long, long time with Masters footy. You've played. You've been player of the series in your age group and some of these things. Just brilliant. We've had some guests on. Kevin Sheedy in the box earlier, and it's just wonderful that this concept just keeps on going and growing.
Yeah, look, it does, and it's a fantastic, I guess, club for people to be involved with who have finished playing their regular football. It gives them a connection with something, a purpose. Great for mental health, for men's mental health, that, you know, when your playing days are over, there's still something there that you can play for and be involved with. So Super Rules is fantastic for both men and women now.
No doubt about that. Well, the Tassie boys are off to a flying start. Was that Amedi that kicked that goal? So they've got one on the board. The Vicks just tracking this one. The man that was in the box just a moment ago, I think it might be, was Dave O'Brien, just kicking around the corner. He's just saved himself, Dave, because he was in the box and didn't play out the last quarter. Little chip over the top from Lynch. Was it Lynch? Another handball. by David Sullivan. And correct us if we're wrong, Pez, if you know that that we've a couple of 14s and a couple of 36s and whatever.
Well, David Sullivan, the guy that just handballed the ball over the top, is an absolute star from Queensland, number 2 for Tassie. So he'll obviously play well today. So he's come over for the game, and you see Lee Heath in there. You see Stephen Cox, ex-Wynyard, played football for Glenorchy Premiership player, South Australia. So there's a lot of top-line footballers out there running around today.
Stack of names in there.
Yeah, certainly, and obviously none bigger than Lee Heath. He's been absolute superstar, master rules, and great Tasmanian footballer playing for the Burnie Dockers.
Quick kick out of the pack. Sliding attempt was just juggled in the end. Square kick off there. Was that Michael Lynch, Pez?
No, that was Ben Bannister, who's an absolute gun. Yeah, he's been a really top-line Super Rule player for many years, and a good player at Glenorchy, and coached for OHA down in the amateurs in Tasmania, so he's got a lot of experience.
And a quick goal there. Tasmania off to a very quick start, much like that first game. Michael, can you help us out with who kicked that one?
No idea.
Pez?
Bo?
No, I didn't see that one.
Replay.
You might be able to flick the replay back if...
was it number 4? I think number 4, that's Brett Hall. He's... no, that's Lee Heath.
Lee Heath.
So the main man. And as we know, he's got that magnificent left foot, and he hasn't lost his kicking penetration. Normally, that's something that goes when you get older. But Lee's still got plenty of penetration in his kicking.
Lee is a tremendous football person in Tasmania, and is really sort of stuck in there and stuck at it. There's Big Gaz. We know who that is. From the previous game, Big Gaz is doubling up. That's a big ask for the big man. The Vics still searching for their first goal. We're 7 minutes in. It's the over 50s. And Tas versus Vic Country at Dole Park in Penguin. Darren Perry is with us. Our special guest, Bo Downham, is my co-commentator, and Martin Duffy from Duff TV, showing you the live pictures here from one of Tassie's growing football communities and grounds. Little kick inside 50. And
that's Chris Ravel, the big Rev.
That's Big Ravel.
From down Sorrel.
Ravel from Sorrel. That works beautifully. That's an awkward bouncing ball there for Shane Wallace.
Shane Wallace, ex-Weasley Vale Premiership player. Been a very good Super Rules player for many years as well.
Oh, there's Chris McCoy out there, former basketball Tasmania guru. He's out there playing. Chris
Very
McCoy.
good footballer with Latrobe and Devonport back in the day.
Here's an opportunity for Vic Country. That's a hand pass distance kick. And now the big high floater from Kevin Rigg. And coming out and totally misjudging it there was the number 49, Glenn Gardner, for Vic Country, and the ball just trickles out of play. It'll be a boundary throw in. Tassie, their over 35's reserve side. That was a clinical performance, Darren. You would have seen quite a bit of that.
Yeah.
And the teams just seem well prepared in this for this particular event.
Yeah, look, they've been training a lot of the lads, and it's interesting whenever they pull that Tassie jumper on, whether it's Super Rules or anything, you always find a little bit extra, and you certainly want to represent yourself well and represent the state well, no matter even if it is Super Rules.
As this one trickles towards the Tassie half-forward line, failing to pick it up there was Nick Abbott, and now the Tasmanians are on the run. Here is, I think it might be Heath again, into the pocket. And it's a nice kick for Sean Bartlett. He goes further afield, trying to track down the number 7 in Chris McCoy. And a strong mark taken. Is that McCoy? Or
that is McCoy.
That is McCoy.
The real McCoy. Yes, Chris, as you mentioned there, very, very good player, Chris. And
yep.
He's always been keen on his footy. So
yeah, he went to a carnival, I think it was in Adelaide, 2022, I think it was his first carnival, and he broke his hand in the first game. So unfortunately, he missed that carnival basically, and we're hoping that he gets himself right and goes away to Newcastle, because he's a very good footballer.
Yeah, he's just hooked that one a little bit. That's the left footer's hook. Darren, you have that in your repertoire?
I think most left footers do, so they've got to run a bit wide so it'll come back in, and I think he ran a little bit too straight.
Yes, he did. He didn't do the Lance Franklin wind-up, did he?
No. He's got beautiful skills though, McCoy.
Yeah, well, he had it spinning like a drop punt. There's been a few old wobblers out here today. So Vic Country defending already. They trail by 14 points, kick to a pack. No one can take the mark. McCoy's there.
There he
Quick
is.
hands. Yeah, got the hands away really nicely. I think Dave Lithgow's on the field. I can see him just trailing in. And here's an opportunity for the Tassie boys, just using it in the hands. Little quick chip in, that's okay. And that's been marked by number 33,
Burns.
Derek Burns. Burns goes just outside the 50 line. No one can take the mark, so the Vics get out of trouble here through number 24, who's not on our list. He's got it again. And the little kick down the line is okay. Quick hands, O'Brien. Just a bouncing ball. Here's a chance. Just runs into a brick wall. There's the Victorian defender.
And that's Sticky O'Neill, ex-North Launceston top player.
Yes, Dale O'Neill.
And look, he's been an amazing player in the Carnivals. He always plays well for Tassie, and I've seen him play some of the best games I've seen by any individual at Tassie Carnival. Sticky O'Neill.
Yeah.
Been a great player.
So Lawler drives him inside forward 50, high ball. Oh, coming from the side nicely was
Stephen Cox.
Stephen Cox, who then goes further afield and players out everywhere. And nice mark taken from, is it David Sullivan?
No, that's Shane Wallace.
So Shane Wallace is going to line up for goal number 3 for the Tasmanians. A lot of walking going around out there with the Flash Lithgow. He spoke to me yesterday. He said he wants a bit of the football as we turn our attention back to the play here. Wallace just falling short, spilling through the hands of number 21, who we don't have. Bartlett, he's a big man to try wrestle down to the ground. The hand pass has still come back out. And now Stephen Cox can wrap around on the left. And that is goal number 3 to Tasmania. 3-2-20 now. Yet to score the Vic Country, Michael.
Yeah, it's been lean pickings for the Vics in the first game, pumped by 99 points by the over 35s, and now early doors in this at the 12-minute mark of the first term, and the Tassie over 50s are 20 points up, and Stephen Cox, well, he always was a great kick of the footy, wasn't he?
Beautiful kick of the ball, and still does kick it really well, you know, for a guy who's pushing to 60 at the moment, so been a great player for Masters for many years. And still playing in the local competition down in Hobart for the over 33s, which is quite remarkable.
That is tremendous. And of course his dad was outstanding cricketer and footballer for Wynyard, and Jamie Cox, his brother.
Yep.
Flash first, Big Gaz.
Flash versus Big Gaz. This is the battle of the Titans.
He won't try to body him, will he, Flash? I don't think.
Well, he's strapped up like an Egyptian mummy.
Yeah.
He's strapped up like an Egyptian mummy, is Flash. He's got more bandages on him than the Elastoplast factory itself. As the ball goes forward, the Vics looking to get their first score on the board, and it looks like they'll get a mark here with Vassallo, who's decided to get himself into the action here. Luke Vassallo, who was with us at during the first match.
And they're kicking with the breeze too. It's dropped off a little bit, but it's probably it's a fair advantage, that breeze. So no trouble making the distance, that's for sure.
Ridden that home beautifully. That's a good sign for the Vics, with Vassallo getting them on the board with a good kick from about 45 metres out. And he looks pretty happy with himself. And here we go. This is all set up. Dave Lithgow losing the tap, and that set up Victoria Big Country for an opportunity for Vassallo, who just juggled it off the ample chest of his, then got it back and then drilled the goal. So nice bit of work from the Vics.
Need to bring it tighter back in the ruck, I reckon. So here is Flash first, Big Gaz, and I think he might have won the tap down there as they go out towards Daryl Jones. Victoria inside 50 quickly out the back. The Tasmanians couldn't quite hold it. Falls into the lap, though, of Scott Adams. Oh, here's Lithgow. A bit of shake and bake for you. And then a nice little snap kick around the corner.
He's turned it over,
but he has turned it over. And they might just be able to make something out of it. The Vic Country boys now picking this one up is Owen Gray. Hand pass was good, though, to the 52 we don't have again. And here is Big Gaz.
Getting a bit of space at the moment, the Vics, aren't they?
Sizing up some options towards half forward. Oh, nice spoil it was, but falls back into the lap of Daryl Jones. Nifty kick in forward from Rogers. And now they can go again. Franklin or Peterson, take your pick. It just hits the post for a minor score. So 1-2-8, and that is the quarter time siren.
Yes, Tasmania with 3 goals, but the Vics, you could just sense that they were starting to get their game going a little bit better in the latter half of that first term. And it is quarter time in the men's over 50s Masters, Tas v Vic Country. And it is 3-2-20 Tasmania, Victoria Country 1-1-7 goal scorers for Tasmania. We've got Amidi has got a single along with Lee Heath and Stephen Cox, and Vasolo is the sole goal scorer for the Victorians. Nice kick from 45 metres out, and quarter time. We must just run through our sponsors before we get some comments from Darren Perry about that first quarter. The Tasmania sponsors, you'll see them come up on your screen. We do go to the break, but the Tasmanian Government have been fantastic, and they've put some money in. AquaManage have done well. The Bridge Hotel at 4th with Timmy Allen and Trent Allen, the guys. Burnie Trophy Centre, Clark Windows, Group Travel Australia, Kayne, Davern Electrical, Newmans Home Furnishings, Safewater and Savu Saunas, along with Burnie and Devonport Toyota. And for the Vics, Dan Boucher from AADB Concreting, he's ploughing some money in. Super for Health, Weddouree Car Service Centre, along with the Drainage Doctor, Green Pipes Plumbing, Sports Gear Australia, Jim's Pool Care and Tyrepower. And Darren Perry, good first quarter for the Tasmanians.
Yeah.
And they just got off to a nice little start, and they've got a 13-point lead.
Yeah, particularly kicking into the wind. Like as I said, it's probably a 2 or 3 goal breeze out there. So, and the good players from Tassie certainly stood up. You know, Stephen Cox got a fair bit of it, as always. Lee Heath was very good in the middle, and down back, as we talk about, Sticky O'Neill was very good controlling the back line. So they had a good spread of players. Wallace was good. Also, Sullivan was good, the guy that came from Queensland. So most of the Tassie boys are doing well. But just the last 5 minutes, I think Victoria started to get their game going a little bit. So the next quarter should be quite interesting. You know, obviously they've come over from Victoria. It's fantastic, and might take them a little bit of time to settle into the conditions.
I caught up with you before the game. We'll come back to that. Darren. We'll take a bit of a break, and we'll come back from Penguin after a short break. Welcome back to Penguin and the Dial Sports Complex, and it is the Heath Lovett Cup, and Tasmania take a lead of 13 points in the over 50s match against Victoria Country. In the earlier game, in the over 35s, Tasmania 17-4-106 beat Victoria 1-1-7. About to get it underway. Michael Maney, Bo Downham with you. Darren Perry, Football Masters legend, also state football legend, is with us. as the Vicks push forward, but they push out wide, and it might just beat the players to the line, and it'll be a boundary throw in. That first quarter, Darren, good performance by the Tasmanians, but the Vicks just looked like they were starting to get it together a bit.
Their last 5 minutes was very good, wasn't it? So that'll give them a bit of confidence for the start of this quarter. I guess in Tassie's favour, they've got 11 on the bench, so there'll be players coming on and off the ground. So hopefully they'll have a bit more run in their legs, I'd say, Mick.
A little bit fresher. We haven't seen too many sprint victories here today, but the boys are having a real crack. And there's some evidence of that. Taking the mark there was Brent Hall, and gets the handball away to O'Neill. O'Neill, he's just a sublime footballer still, Dale O'Neill. And here's one, just reeling it in. That was that McKinlay or Johnson? Johnson. Magic Johnson. Magic. And they go into attack again. Long left footer. Didn't catch who that was.
That was
Pez.
Tiny, who had umpired the previous game, so he's doubling up from umpiring and playing.
Oh, I love it. This is good stuff. As the Vicks will take it back out of half back, and number 24, whose name escapes all score sheets.
Might have been Dave O'Brien who we had in, maybe.
Might have been Dave. Oh, it was too.
Go inside forward 50 now, the Vicks. The big man's by himself. A big fist, though, that nearly made its way out of the 50. It holds up for Craig Lawler, and now the run might be able to be provided. Johnson now working their way down this outer side. In front of the scoreboard here are the Tasmanians. Well, the Vicks just pick their pockets and go further afield. Blackburn drives it towards the centre half forward line. Shaking around there was Rigg. He spots up a teammate in Miller. He's going to drive one inside forward 50, and a nice kick it was, just spilling it though in the end was Gray, right towards full forward. Out the back they find themselves, but it's a point for the Vic country. So 1-2-8 now. Michael?
Is that Revel? Gets the kick out to Lee Heath. You'll see this booming left footer. He hits targets to Lee Heath, and he's still got a bit of distance with it. That's a good kick. And just as I say, he hits targets, he hits a bit of grass. Opportunity here for the Tassie boys. A little bit of shaking around by Lynch with that haul. No one can get a handle on this footy. They dive in. Good tackle. And the umpire says a free kick for over the shoulder, and it'll go to the Vicks. So replay there. Just clipped him around the ear. Short kick, no mark. Well, that's a good tackle, and he's threw the ball away. Rod Smith, the vice captain, and Lee Heath's got it in his hands. Drives it forward. It's a good kick too. And that is that Matty Stevenson?
Matty Stevenson, fantastic mark of the ball. One of the greatest marks of the ball Tasmania's probably seen consistently over 20, 30 years.
Great career with Latrobe and maybe Devonport
and Burnie.
And Burnie. Little quick kick here is a goal. And on that might be Paul Amodi, who's got a couple now. We'll just have a quick check on that. Yep, it is Amodi who's kicked his second for the game, and he's kicked Tasmania's fourth. So Tassie go away now by a good margin. 4-2-26 to 1-2-8.
And once again, Cox and Heath getting involved, helping the Tassie boys.
Yes, famous names in Tassie football. Cox and Heath. And the lady umpire, which is terrific.
Back into the middle. Big tap out there from the Tasmanians. Bit of a cake of soap at the moment. Finally, Heath can pick it up nicely and drive them right towards full forward. It's going to trickle all the way there. Out the back was Johnson. And they'll rush it over for a minor score. 4-3-27 to 1-2-8. Big fella with the black knee brace is looking a little bit worse for wear there. It might be Kevin Weldon, is that right, Pez?
Yeah, he's come over from Queensland. So there's two from WA and a couple of guys from Queensland coming over for the day. So unfortunately, looks like his day might be over.
Kev's just Well, you wouldn't say he's sprinting around the the line, but he's very keen to get some attention on a knee, I think. Meanwhile, Vic's come out of half back. Haven't seen too many bounces today, but we're going to get a couple in a row here. Sprint out toward the wing. And Vasolo's got it again. Looks a good player, Vasolo.
Yeah, very good skills, isn't he?
Yeah, good kick and good mark. And tried to find his man out there in Andy Miller, but couldn't quite hit him on the chest, and it'll be a boundary throw in. Just beautifully grassed. The surface is just so ideal, Pez, isn't it?
Yeah, it's top-notch ground, and obviously this is where they play the Devils train, and top-line footy's played up at the Penguin ground. It's the hub of footy on the northwest coast now.
Here's Chris McCoy, below the knees, okay, handball out. Nice little bit of tap-on work by Tassie. Wheeling around in the boot was Ketchell. Ketchell's just got it towards Stevenson, and Stevenson will drive the Tassie boys inside forward 50.
Long booming right foot kick inside the forward 50, and it's a nice mark taken from Amodi. He's lining up for his third and second of the quarter. He's looked the likely type, Pez.
He has been very dangerous. He's good overhead, good at ground level, got a beautiful kick on him, and reads the play well. So all the things you wanted in a forward.
And even better than that, the scullet.
Yeah.
Nice bit of patchwork there.
He's beautiful kick of the ball. Look at that.
That one drifting to the left, a bit of a commentator's curse there, Pez.
Yeah, yep. He's probably better on the run or at ground level.
Oh, they'll burn you every time, Darren. Been doing this for a long time, and never assume. And but the kick was good, but it did catch a bit of breeze and just flicked it away. A bit of a hook. So the Vics under pressure, trail by 20 points, kick to a pack situation. Not many flying high there. McCoy was involved. So too Cox. Cox with very, very quick hands, but back to the opposition. Just brushing off and getting away was Abbott, and he kicks out wide. And no one is going to reel that in. It'll be a boundary throw in. Haven't seen Dave Lithgow in this quarter, but he's going to line up in the ruck.
He's back on.
Yeah.
It's like he's doing the last 7 minutes of each quarter in the ruck.
Yep. He's the designated hitman in the ruck. Got pushed under the footy at that stage. High ball to the wing. Chest mark taken for Solo. Flashing past. Received. The kick got a bit of elevation with it, but didn't quite find its target. Chance for Tassie to get out of trouble. Vasolo did well to follow up. Then the handball over the top and dropped by Andy Miller. He's got to go back in, cop one for his corner. Here is an opportunity for the Vics, and he's just hasn't even scored. Just got on the instep there, did Paul Skerry, and it'll be a boundary throw in right forward pocket.
Great build up though, wasn't it? Especially Fazzola running on, getting the 1-2.
Yeah, it was a great piece of play, wasn't it?
Yep.
So the ruck work's going to be done now. Damien Purcell in the ruck. Tapping it down. Although it was Garlic. In and under is Heath. And will be called again for a ball up. Inside the forward 50 for the Vic Country. They're looking to make something of it.
Congratulations on your...
Umpire giving a bit of advice. Tap down was one, but only as far as Vasolo. Oh, bursting through the stoppage there was Matthews. They might go for goal here. Quick kick up in the air from Rogers, but taken on the last line of defence, if I can spit it out, by Lawler. Although it's going to be turned over. Hugging the boundary line they go. Nice little intercept there from Rigg. Oh, Vasolo with the shake and bake. He got the hand pass away in the nick of time. O'Brien was there, but they're lining up for goal number 2. Holmes it was, but last line of defence again. That man, Craig Lawler, Michael, it was a good piece of play.
Yes, Tassie have had some good moments in this game. Goes out back and is marked by Lynch.
Oh, that's Hall.
That's Hall. Goodness me. It's a couple of number 4s out there in Lynch and Hall. And I'm happy to be corrected.
Hall's the Queenslander.
Right. Here's a chance for our man.
Good pressure by the Flash. Look at him. He's working on him.
Yeah, he's really
just missed him.
He's digging them in. He's blowing hard, as you can see. Big kick from the Vics. Out to the wing. Up they fly. Almost took the mark, but then the ball was trapped underneath. And I think it's Chris McCoy at the bottom of that for Tasmania. The number 45 was Owen Gray. Couldn't quite hold the mark. Dave O'Brien's back on. McCoy knocks it down. I think it was the flash man. Got the kick away. Here's Lee Heath for Tasmania. Just boots it forward. Flicks over the back. Abbott's got some work to do here. Went via the cape. Well done by O'Neill. Good body work. Good player. And
good vision by Hall.
Hall did it nicely and finds the number 17 in Chris Ketchell. Now, what will he do? Will he go long? He decides to chip it in short to Stephen Cox, and he knows that Cox is a very good left foot kick, and he'll shoot from about 40 metres out. Stephen Cox, former Glenorchy, as Darren Perry mentioned, with Darren Perry on special comments for us. Here's Stephen Cox. You can just tell. Look at the preparation here. And might have stubbed his toe there, Coxie. Here's an opportunity for Tassie, and he gets it through. Nicely done by Sean Bartlett. And he's got a big smile on his face. He says, was that a pass or was that not a pass? I don't think it was. I don't think... well, look at what's happened to Stephen here. Did he just pull the kick a little bit?
I don't know if he did his hamstring. It looked like he pulled his leg back. And normally Cox would kick that in the middle of Bass Straight. So...
yes.
Hope his legs are all right.
5-4-34 plays 1-2-8, and Darren Perry in the box for us. Nice long list of players, so plenty of people that are interested in being involved in this Masters footy, Darren.
Yeah, there are, and as we said, we've got 2 35 teams playing today. A lot of new players, so hopefully that they'll really enjoy it and they'll want to continue. And as I said before, it gives them somewhere to come when their playing days are over, or if they're not involved with another club. So it's a great organisation, great club to be involved with, the Tas Masters.
Yeah, 100%. As they go forward now, Victoria, they've got a bit of space out the front. Kevin Rigg, his kick wasn't so good though. He would have liked to have his time again, I reckon, as Purcell snaps that one up. Kick just falling through the hands of Nathan Garlick. They've got a little bit of a 2-on-2 here towards the half-forward flank. Spinning around nicely there, getting the kick away was Owen Gray. And a nice mark is taken by Kevin Rigg. He hand passes it off to the running man in Troy Holmes. He can line up from point-blank range. He barrels it into the right-hand side of the post. And 139 now to Vic Country.
Yeah, he missed what he should have kicked there in Holmes. So Tassie will take it to the outer side again. Just working it down the flank. No mark taken. McCoy was there for Tasmania. Over the top of him, O'Brien for Victoria. Got it out. Nice little chip kick here. Big Gaz has got it. The big man. Big Gaz. Gareth Ryan. I think we can actually find his name now. So high kick. No one can take the mark. Another opportunity for... the number 55 there in John Peterson. Quick kick out of there, was touched on the way through. Tassie under a bit of pressure now. Bull Cullen was there, but allowed the number 43 in Scott French to come out and find his man on the wing. And that is Hall. Goes in short. Dave Lithgow. Well, he's got an absolute acre there. Decided to wait for Hall, who was running past. Loose ball. And it'll be out of bounds. And another throw in. Tasmania 5-4-34. Victoria Country 139.
Couple of outages there on our monitor. Did well to recover there, Michael, as they hand pass it off now to a running Lynch, who drives it inside forward 50, just off the chest there of Shane Wallace. And it's happened again. We're going to have to clear this one up. But anyway, barreling through at the bottom of the pack is Ketchell. We'll see another ball up deep inside the forward 50.
And big Bartlett in the ruck, Sean Bartlett from Deloraine, very strong in the ruck and he's good with his taps there, straight down to the Tassie player every time.
Right on cue, Cox hand passes it out, Lynch squares up for goal.
That's Bannister.
Bannister it is there. You heard it here first, and the 6th of the day now to the Tasmania Masters side. They've done well. He just picked that one up, snapped it on the boot quickly.
And Bannister, another top player for Tassie, has been for a number of years. Regular All-Australian when he goes away in the carnivals. Just really hard at it, strong midfielder type player.
as the siren sounds for the half-time break. How'd you sum that quarter up, Pez?
Yeah, look, a lot better quarter by Vic. Obviously, Tassie did well to kick those goals, but it was a lot more even that quarter, I thought. Victoria came into it, but they just couldn't finish off kicking goals. Tassie still playing very well, rotating lots of players. Entertaining game. It slowed down a little bit, as you'd imagine, for the players over 50. A lot of guys out there, probably close to 60. But a terrific contest for for guys at their age, fronting up to play today. It's great to see. Still putting their bodies on the line, and still getting that fun out of competing and winning the little contests. So Tassie's going really well, and Vic Country is certainly holding their head up. And second half, I think it'll be an interesting one as well. The game has evened up, I think, apart from the scoreboard.
I think that ball use of Tassie has been, as in the first game, is a little bit better than the Vics. In that first game, the over 35s, Tasmania 17-4, 106 to Victoria 117. Half time here at the Dial Sports Complex in the Heath Lovett Cup in Penguin, Tasmania, and it is 6-4-40 to Vic Country 139. Goal scorers for Tasmania. Amodi has a couple, and then singles to Bannister, Bartlett, Cox and Lee Heath. And for the Vic Country men, Vasolo has kicked their solitary goal, and he's the coach, I think, of the over 45s for Vic Country, but he's playing in the over 50s game here. We'll take a break from Penguin, and we'll come back for the second half. Tasmania 6-4-40 to Vic Country 139. Welcome back to Penguin, and this is the Heath Lovett Cup at Dial Sports Complex, and this is the over 50s men's game. Tasmania 6-4-40, Victoria Country 139. Bo Downham is my co-commentator, and in the box is Masters legend and Tassie footy legend Darren Perry, and it has been a pretty good contest this, and as Darren said just before, or just before half-time, he said that the Vics were just starting to look as if they were getting their game together. They threatened a bit in that quarter, but they haven't been able to make up too much ground, and they trail by 31 points. And Darren, nice little long break, probably not long enough for some of the players. But
no, not long enough, but then sometimes too long because it's too hard to get going again at this age. But they appreciate the blow. And you look at the players in the middle of the ground there, you know, you've got Matthew Stevenson, absolute superstar, Benny Bannister, you know, a great player. We've got Lee Heath out there, Stephen Coxo, you know, great names in Tasmanian football. So, and they're still playing well. To see them out there running around, it's a great thing.
Yes, it is, and we've got a little bit of a wait here. It takes players just that little bit longer to get going, and the Vics have only just come back out onto the ground, so they'll be under the pump in this third quarter. They need to find something to be able to make up this 5-goal lead that Tasmania have on them. And a big day planned here. The Premier of Tasmania, Jeremy Rockcliffe, will be here involved, and it's terrific. Brendan Gale is going to be here, the CEO of Tasmanian Footy, the Devils, and yeah, it's a big day, Bo.
It is. It definitely is. Hopefully we can get Brendan into the box. I want to ask you in a second, Pez, where does this all stack up? You've had a very good career, or great career even, in football. Where does this stack up? I'll cross to you in a sec once we get underway. Stevenson over the top. Might have been held though, Amodi. In there falling over was Rigg. Pressure already on here. O'Brien's going to pick this one up or just get tackle. What do you reckon, Pez? Where does this all stack up?
Oh, right up there. Look, you know, you look at your career. You had your junior football, then you had your senior career, and then I've had my Masters. And for fun, Masters is way up the top. Absolutely loved it, just as much as I've loved my senior footy career and junior footy career. So, no, right up there. I couldn't split any of them, actually. It's just all been good fun, and love the connections, the people that I've met in Masters from all around Tasmania. So, been an important part of my life.
Here's Dale O'Neill. He might even still get a kick for North Launceston, you know. Dale O'Neill. He's decided to handball it off.
He's a terrific footballer.
I think he's doing a bit of stats padding there, Pez.
Yeah.
The handball and then back. And
well, he's probably arguably been nearly best on ground, Sticky O'Neill, wouldn't he?
Here he is again. He's just dropped this in short. Here's an opportunity. Little handball away. Good tackling by the Vics. Out they come. A lot of numbers out there we're not sure of. They're just trying to work it back. No one can get the footy out of there, and then it'll be a ball up. So even early doors, quarter three, the game's just slowed a fraction, Darren.
Yeah, it has. They're getting a bit tired now, so bending down and getting back up is really difficult, and when you fumble once, it's hard to get the ball back. So it happens with age.
Here's Rigg, who's had a pretty good game. Rigg just kicks into the centre, and the umpire's blown the whistle. We're just waiting on it as he paid an advantage. Goes to Vic Country, and
he's caught it back. Now Richard Douglas has played a lot of football, been a very good footballer. I'm surprised that he called that back, but Tasmanian Master Rules player too. I don't know if that had anything to do with that decision. Surely not.
Yeah, maybe. Here's Miller to Rigg, who's had plenty of it. His kick out in front. Vasolo got caught behind. Tassie under a bit of pressure now in the defensive half. Here's Vasolo. He just does good things. Chance for Vic Country. Little handball coming. Could be off the ground here. It'll roll through for a goal. It has. And Paul Skerry.
No, touched.
Was it touched? Goodness me.
touched off by Tassie Hall.
Well, Paul Skerry was, I think he might have been celebrating there. There's a Lee Heath kick that you don't normally see. Just didn't quite get the journey. Is that Big Bull?
That's Big Bull Cullen.
Big Bull
all
Cullen.
the way from Darwin.
All the way from Darwin. Big Bull to play at Penguin. Good effort from the big bulldozer.
So there is the man with a skullet. Nice little intercept from Rig. And the boundary line will beat everyone.
Former 1988 Premiership player for Devonport, Bull Cullen.
Yes. Yes.
Very good footballer.
Would you ever rock a skullet, Michael?
I wish I knew what it really was.
As we go down into the middle of the ground. I wouldn't mind rocking it one day, I reckon, as Ketchell tried to pick that one up. A couple of fists collide. A couple of bodies colliding as well as Rig couldn't quite reel it in. Nice little dance step there by Ketchell again as they look to go forward here, the Tasmanians, and wrapped up nicely there was Burns. We might see a ball up.
Desi Burns from Lindisfarne, a very good player in the local competition down south.
Yeah. It's good player information. Here's O'Brien. Big
His
Dave.
mouth guard.
He's in our box. Here's Bull Cullen, who's not 25 anymore. And he gets caught up with. It was Dean Cullen. How many people call him Dean these days? It's normally just Bull, and that's why they call him Bull. And the kick forward is marked by the number 55 in Peterson for Vic Country. Kicks high and long, flicks over the back. Opportunity there for Brent Hall. And the umpire says, give it to me. We'll ball it up and can calm your farm. Back to where you need to be. A lot of pointing and instructing going on out there. Tap down. This is the double-hander. I think you mentioned there was it Bartlett in the ruck. Just terrific. Big Sam Jacobs for Adelaide. Became a good ruckman because he could incorporate his left hand as well as his right, and to be a ruckman to be able to tap both hands is so good. And so too is that tackle from Holmes on Heath, and Holmes gets the free kick for Vic Country, and there it is, nicely done. And Holmes gets the kick into Vasolo, who's in front. Looks a player. Looks like he's been a pretty handy player in his day, Vasolo, and he'll have a shot for goal from about 35 metres out directly in front. We know that he's got the journey.
Yep, and it's a beautiful kick, but I'm not going to put the mockers on.
You already have. Here's Vasolo. He's just worked that beautifully right to left, and that looks good to me. And Vasolo gets his second goal. Kicked one in the first quarter, and now he has a couple. And Vic Country move a little bit closer. 6-4-40 plays 2-3-15. We've gone about 6 minutes in the third term.
Good looking kick, wasn't it?
Beautiful kick, and they're finishing the work off a little bit now. Like, they've had plenty of opportunities, Vic, but haven't been able to, finish it off cleanly. Where now, if they can, they'll get a lot closer to Tassie. But Tassie obviously still in the box seat.
So back into the middle now. Big Gaz in there again. And here is Amidi. He's been good today. Driving kick inside the forward 50, right into the pocket. They go. Just overrunning it there was O'Neill. Tackle was on and wrapped up there the Tasmanians.
Little Tommy Stewart, Sorrell lad. Played last year in Darwin in the first game. He got a bad concussion and missed the whole carnival, so it's good to see him out there again today.
Looks like he'd have plenty to say. Tommy.
He's a goer, there's no doubt about that.
Here's an opportunity. Just a kick around the corner.
Nice kick.
Is that Bannister who's popped that through? Because a couple of them, the number 4s, look exactly the same as each other.
No, I think that's Hall.
That's Hall.
The Queenslander.
That's Hall who's kicked that. So
been a very good player all game, actually.
Yes, he certainly has.
And he's playing so well because he can still run. That's one of the things that goes when you get older. But if you can still run, you're halfway there. And he's still very agile, still very fit, and still got a bit of speed, which is particularly in the 50s plus is very important. If you can still run, you should still get plenty of the footy.
7-4-46 plays 2-3-15. Darren Perry in special comments. Bo Downham will take up the cudgels.
Purcell gets the tap down into the path of O'Brien. They kick towards half forward, and the nice wraparound there from Stevenson is paid a mark. So that was a nice piece of defensive play there from Matthew Stevenson. Straight up the guts they go to Purcell. Spins the ball around in his hands. Is he playing in sneakers out there? As he kicks towards a contest. Coming over the back, though, was Lawler. Hand pass retreating backwards from Blackburn, and they dribble this one out for a throw-in. Risky game playing with sneakers out there, Pez.
Yes. You might be getting blisters from wearing football boots because some haven't trained all the time, so maybe had to change them at half time.
Some of them are calling for the slippers, I reckon, at three-quarter time. They're digging the heels. And here's Rigg, and he's a little pirouette, but got one over the shoulder, I reckon. Oh, no, he's been pinged. Heath gets the free kick. The kicks are getting a bit lower as we go along. As Ketchell tried to get through. He gets it back from McCoy, and that's not his best work. Just off the side of the boot. But they've had a very productive forward line. They've had good targets, Tasmania. They've had good crummers. And they lead this comfortably. High kick. Up goes Rigg, been easily their best player. And probably the best player on the ground, to be honest.
He's played very well, hasn't he?
He's kicks out wide. Nice mark taken. We've got about 14 number 24s out there, so we won't. We know O'Brien's one of them, but it's not him. Here's an opportunity for Tassie to come out through the half back. Amidi has kicked a couple of goals, gets it out. Nicely done. That's a nice turning circle there. I think it was McKinlay, was it?
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Well, that magic, because I get them wrong every time. And here's our mystery 24, number 24. Back in. Kick was a bit wayward. Opportunity now for O'Brien. Thought he might have thrown it away, but the umpire said okay. Rigg come in with the good shepherd, and then the tackle was second up, was terrific by Rigg. And the umpire says, give it to me. That's Douglas, is it?
Yeah, that's
umpire
Richard Douglas. Former Glenorchy Wynyard champion footballer.
Yeah.
Go the Pies. Tap down was one. The mystery 24 again, still around the ball. Here's Heath. Oh, nice bit of pace to burn his opponent off, and the kick was even better. Umpire made the premature call of a mark. Driving ball inside forward 50. Big spoil from the side from the Victorians. Nice pick up at ground level from Matthews. Here is Big Gaz. Hand pass just put his teammate under a whole heap of pressure, and he's instantly swarmed by yellow and green as they get the hand pass out. Here is Heath dodging another man. His kick looks pretty accurate, just over the head of a couple of teammates, but it's accurate if you're a Vic Country fan. They take the relieving mark in their back 50. Scanning some options with about 4 and some change minutes left. Kicks off to Rogers, who finds a target in the middle of the ground.
Yes, Dave Matthews goes in short, kicks ill-directed. Here's an opportunity running out of half-back by Collings. Tassie have a few fresh legs out there for this third quarter. Just rotating a few. Lee Heath is not quite picking them up and putting them down as he walks across the front of the pack there. He's had plenty to do, Lee Heath. Probably been Tassie's best.
Yeah, he's certainly got plenty of it, hasn't he? As always, worked so hard to win the footy, and normally does.
Yep. There'll be a free kick to the Vics here. Number 44, who doesn't appear on our team sheet. Here's Lee Heath, really racking them up at the moment. The kick on the bounce. Is this Hall?
Yep.
A little switch kick, nicely done. Big ball, Sam. Righto. I want a piece of you. A little bit of white line fever there, the bull.
Things don't change, do they?
No,
Some things
do never alter. Here's McCoy. Just sits it on the head, really, of the number 3 in Wallace. But he's good enough to take the mark. Just held his ground. He goes in short into the pocket. Is that Bannister who's missed that? Handball over the top. Good tackling. I think he's dropped the footy. So the man with the tackle for Tassie was Chris Ketchell, and he'll win a free kick. Umpire Douglas says yes. Just the ball just fell out of your hand. And Ketchell, what's you know much about Ketchell?
From up north, northern part of the state. Yeah, he's a very good little player. Always thereabouts, a good tackling player. Gets plenty of the footy, a real goer.
Here's a little square up kick looking for Heath. Heath wants that left boot and drives it long. It's got a nice bit of distance on it, but the Vicks get the punch away and knock it through for a behind. 7-5-47, plays 2-3-15. We've got about a minute and a half to go before three-quarter time. Bo Denham.
Kick up the middle of the back 50. Works out okay. Franklin's there to relieve some pressure. Big Gaz. It's going to take at least 3 people to bring him down as they tap it towards their goals. The Tasmanians. Umpires plucked a free kick though, or it will be a free kick going the way of Kevin Weldon.
It's good to see him back out there. He came off earlier with a knee injury, he's recovered well.
He's Tassie's Big Gaz, isn't he?
Yeah.
They do look pretty similar, don't they? As he kicks for goal, doesn't quite make the distance. The pack just crashed and dissolved around the goal square. Pick-up was good from Rogers. Heath with a nifty little tap in, just eludes his teammate in Weldon. Big Gaz, the 2 men go at it. How about that, Rogers? And trying to tap it onto himself is Matthews. Taken high nearly was McCoy. I reckon he was. Pinged there.
The ability to break free isn't quite there as you get older. You can guarantee you're normally going to get caught.
But also the ability to tackle sometimes is not there. So you're a 50-50.
Well, look, yeah, it's probably easier to tackle than sometimes break free.
Mark Blackburn gets the free and goes to Troy Holmes, who was almost a victim of a Bull Cullen left hook. And there it is. It is three-quarter time at the Dial Sports Complex in the Heath Lovett Cup. We're in the over 50s Masters game, and it is Tassie 7-5-47 leading the Vicks 2-3-15. Goal scorers for Tasmania. The only multiple for Tassie is Amidi, who's got 2, and then singles to Lee Heath, Stephen Cox, Brett Hall, Sean Bartlett and Bannister. And for Vic Country, Luke Fasolo has a couple of goals. Darren, Perry, what did you think of the third quarter? The game slowed appreciably.
It has slowed down, hasn't it? But to their credit, they're all out there still having a real crack, aren't they? They'd be tired, they'd be heavy in the legs. The ability to keep your feet is nearly gone. The kicking has dropped off. So I think what they need to do now, and this is what they'll be talking about three-quarter time, okay, let's just slow it down a bit. When we do take possession, try to make the most of our possession so we don't turn the ball over. But the tackling pressure's been really good. Big Country, that's a good passage to play. They finished off with a nice goal, but Tassie still got that momentum going, like Lee Heath's been probably BOG, won a lot of the ball around the ground. And that's probably kept them in front. And the better players like Sticky O'Neill has played very well as well. I mean, Cox was doing well till he went off with an injury, what appeared to be a leg injury. And obviously Hall, number 4 from Queensland, has played very well as well. So they've just had probably about 4 or 5 better players that have really topped them off, I'd say, Tasmania.
Yes, and imagine a few of them would go off with body awareness as they've really struggled through. But it's three-quarter time. Tassie lead by 32 points, 7-5-47. We'll take a break and we'll be back with the final quarter shortly. Welcome back to Penguin, and it is Tasmania going in with a 32-point lead in this over 50s Masters Heath Lovett Cup match at Dial Sports Complex. Michael Maney with you in commentary, along with Bo Downham and Darren Perry in the experts chair, about to get rolling in the final quarter. Bit of a bridge to cross here for Vic Country. They'll have to come home with a wet sail, and there's a ball up in the middle of the ground. It's a pretty willing game, isn't it? We saw Bull Cullen threaten to throw a left hook, but it's been willing, but it's played in pretty good spirits, and there's a mark that has been taken.
Yeah, always played in good spirits. Sometimes it might go slightly over, but very rarely. And the thing is, they're all trying as hard as they can, or as hard as their body allows them to, and that's terrific.
So they're going to push forward now, the Vic Country boys, or men, I should say, as they kick out towards Stevenson, who finds himself on a good lead. Kick towards the middle of the ground, trying to run onto it is Purcell. He's laid a shepherd on mid-air. Did Damien Purcell. Pickup was good from Stewart. Kicks out towards the flash. What can he do? How's he going to pick this one up? He's put under pressure immediately, and he's fallen over. He's tripped over his own feet, has the flash as Franklin kicks towards the box, interchange side box here. Lynch, Stevenson. Now they work their way down the ground. O'Brien was there, trying to pick it up was Peterson. They're still working hard, pushing towards the boundary line. Johnson's there, boundary line beating everyone, Michael.
Yes, you got to lay off Flash there, Bo. Couldn't quite get a handle on that just a moment ago.
He was unlucky, wasn't he?
He was very unlucky. Couldn't quite keep his feet. Here's an opportunity for the number 55 in David Franklin. And it'll be a free kick for him. Where will he go? Down the line. Who's going to fly high? I heard two whistles there. Lee Heath was in front. But it's off hands and a boundary throw in. Big Gaz. He just needs to turn around. And turn around and said, oh, well, not to worry. In they go. Number 45, Dave Matthews. Smothered by O'Neill, the last man to get up there, just helps him up. Clean ball out of there by Purcell. Here's
Flash.
Lithgow, just struggling to get the handle, got the handball away. He needs to come back for a second and third effort, does David. And you might just see that one out of play, and it'll be a ball in.
Did well then, Flash. Quick hands.
Had very quick hands. Flashy hands over the back. Nice tackle on Franklin there. The umpire might reward, does he? Or says we'll have a ball up. Bo down.
3.5 gone in this final term of the over 50s. Kick just got smothered. Stevenson, he's nearly been best on ground for mine, but he's wrapped up on that occasion. I thought he might have been pinged there. It was a strong tackle by Scary. High kick in from the man in the sneakers. Front position to the Vic Country defender there. Don't have 21. Kick into the pocket. So a couple of people we don't have on our team sheet kick to each other. So now we know this guy. He was in the commentary box earlier.
He's our favourite player, Big Dave.
O'Brien with the orange mouth guard. Good spoil from Lee Heath. He's been good today as well. As well as Rig. We were talking him up earlier. Umpire blows the whistle and we'll see a ball up.
Yes, been impressed with the way Rig's gone about it. Here's Purcell, did nicely, body work, got around Big Gaz, and that's a task. O'Brien can't keep it in, it'll be a ball in. So the skills just dropping off a fraction. It's a little bit more blustery now. as we move into this final quarter of the Masters over 50s men. Tassie leading the contest by 32. No score so far after 5 minutes in this last quarter. It's been a real arm wrestle from half-back line to half-back line.
Yeah, the skills have dropped off even more so, and becomes a bit of a slug out now, doesn't it? Where they just very tired bodies. They've given it their all, and they've just got to get through to the end of the quarter. Been a terrific effort by both sides.
No doubt. Boundary throw in.
Big Scotty Adams on the ground for Tassie. Ex-Clarence champion and been a very good player for Super Rules for 20 years.
Number 22, Scotty Adams. Clarence, a good player. Who have we got here? Hall. In short, chopped off. She's going to ground, was Tyne, a bit like autumn leaves, just hit the ground. A little kick over the top is okay. Gives a bit of ground here.
Right on.
Amidi.
He's gone to the Rev.
Yes, he's gone to the Rev, who's had the head shaved. A little chip over the top. Is that Bannister?
That's Hart, the guy from Queensland.
Got no idea who anyone is out here, Darren. And the mark being taken here by Aaron Adams.
So Adams kicks into the pocket. Stevenson awaiting. Dances around one. Lines up for goal. Just across the face. But still kept in. Tracking it down now is O'Neill. Went for the soccer. Got the fresh air. Here is Heath. This would be good if he got a goal. Lines them up. One of the easier ones of the day, but he made it count in the end, did Heath. It was a good kick for goal. Lee Heath, he's got 2 now, I think, Michael. He's been good.
Yeah, he has. Lee Heath's game, excellent. Just his use of the footy's always been the same right throughout his career. He just continues on at this level.
Been a while.
Just always works so hard, doesn't he, to get the footy all over the ground, and now he'll break away and use the ball normally long.
Nah, mate.
Just an incredibly strong body around the footy, and just wins it time and time again, and can run forward and kick goals like he did then.
How would the lactic acid build-up be for boys at the moment?
It'd be enormous. They'd be, if there was a scoreboard there, I can guarantee they'd be looking at the clock, waiting for it to finish. That's what it gets like in the last quarter, particularly halfway through and the game's over.
Here's O'Neill has resorted to mainly handball at the minute.
Got the ball out, right on. No,
he punched it. He said he punched it. No, little kick inside 50. Big punch away, Vic Country defenders. Just hoofed in mid-air. Nicely done. Here's Lee Heath. Who can he find? Can he find a target? He might have a crack. Here he goes. Long kick by Heath. Gets the journey. Got the elevation. A few of his kicks have just been a little low of recent times. But when he's somewhere near goal, he gets finds the elevation. He boots his third. And that's a tremendous kick, and Tasmania pull away 9-5-59 to Vic Country 2-3-15.
Pez, I want to ask you, I don't know how we haven't come up with it yet, your podcast. How's that going? You got some good guests on there?
Yeah, I've had some good guests. I've had 21 different interviews and a whole range of different people. People from Tasmania that have gone to the AFL, people that have coached locally. So it's good to share their stories. And they're all interesting and different in certain ways. So, yeah, Tassie Footy Life, get on and have a listen. And most of the listeners are from the mainland. So people just love hearing football stories, where they came from, how their careers developed, and all the sliding doors moments. So really worth a listen.
I'll give you time to think about it, but have you got a favourite one as they go inside the forward 50? Mopping up in defence here is great. Trying to pick it up was Hall. Still battling for it at ground level. I'll give you a little bit of time to think about it. You got one for us?
It's hard to pick one, but the listener's favourite one has been Max Brown, the Ulverstone legend Max Brown. Mm-hmm. So he's had about 400 downloads. So 5,000 downloads so far with the episodes, and all have been really good. Tim Allen was quite interesting, coaching East Devonport and Penguin, and his dealings with players there, including Brian Wright as a junior. So that's a good listen. Chris Bond's journey was very good too. We're going to Carlton, Richmond, and end up at Fremantle, and up-to-date ones. Jade Rawlings, who's currently at Fremantle, so it's good to get his take on how Fremantle are going as well.
Now, where can you find it?
Tassie Footy Life.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Yep, if you just go on to Tassie Footy Life on podcasts, you'll come across it.
Just an opportunity there for the Vicks to get another goal. The Murray-Dixon one was timely, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was a couple of months before Murray passed away, sadly, and some interesting stories about Murray. He played for Tasmania on a Saturday, and he had the Fitzroy hierarchy come in to see him after the game and offered him to play for Fitzroy Seniors the following week.
Right.
So that was in 1978, but he decided to stay at Hobart. So there's some really interesting stories about things that happened in the past, and his journey, Murray-Dixon, was incredible, and just a wonderful person.
And a wonderful build-up here from Tasmania as a nice goal has been slotted by Chris Ketchell. He gets his first of the afternoon. He's been thereabouts on that forward line all day,
I've got it.
and he
Watch
gets
this
some
bloke
reward
here.
for his hard work. He's
jumping.
tackled, he's done well. The handball over the top, nicely done by
Sorry, I
Stephen
forgot.
Cox, and away they go.
Yeah.
Another goal to Tassie. 11-5-71 to 2-4-16
Thanks,
now.
Max.
So it's
right
10,
with
10-5-65. I thought the score might have flashed up
Righto, Rux. Remember.
before, but Tassie 10-5, Big Country 2-4-16. Tassie are going to romp this one in. Bo Denham.
Out of the centre they go. Nice link up there as they kick towards the half-forward line. Coming out to meet it, big number 6 in Aaron Adams. It's been taken. Still a bit of physicality out there. We did see the fake little haymaker.
How about your ruck?
I don't know what you would have called that more earlier in the game.
Good.
A refusal.
Yeah, as this one
Throw it
is
in.
going to be thrown in right in front of us in the commentary position.
It's just the instincts just kicking in.
First,
for the ball.
you the ruck
Yeah.
first.
Pleasure to have your company,
Righto.
wherever you're watching from
Get
around
your
the planet.
Your meter.
AquaManage and
And you're
Darren
on.
Perry. Good lineup in the box. As they kick towards the half-forward line.
Whoa!
O'Neill links up now with Sullivan. Bursting through the middle of the ground they go, and they enter in to the half-forward line. Overrunning it, though, was Tyne. Tackle was laid by Gray, and they just bomb it out of the vicinity.
Right in front of the broadcast box here.
Throw
And
it
that'll
in.
be a boundary throw-in. A lot of Tasmanian players taking a breather. The Vicks don't quite have the numbers that Tassie have, but
keep your
we
meter
thought
till the ball's
Tassie
in
might
the air.
have an advantage there, Darren, where they got more on the bench, and they could have run
That's
away
it.
with this game. We haven't seen much scoring in the last term.
No, Victoria's done very well. They haven't been able to finish off, but Tassie's just
That's
been
right.
a little bit cleaner around goals, and
Trapped in, couldn't get rid of it.
blokes like Heath and that finishing
couple
off,
of
kicking good
steps.
goals. So,
Rux, you there?
but it's been a really good contest.
In the ruck,
Both
Purcell.
Good work.
in they go. No one can get it clear out of there. And
Throw it
just
in.
being hoofed to the boundary line was Billy Rogers. A lot of greys playing out there today, Darren.
Yeah,
It's a bit like being down at Irishtown. I think, Bo, you were down at Irishtown going back in the last, was it earlier this year?
Yeah, earlier this year for the.
And play.
I think I'll come back to you on the name of
Yes.
the game, but it was a great event that we were at.
A lot of greys playing in that as well.
O'Halloran's versus Gleason's.
Yeah, Halloran's
That's what it
versus
was,
Gleason's.
yep.
They could have played at Greys too, Grey.
I think a couple did actually.
A lot of greys
couple
from
did.
down that way. Here's another ball up in the centre. So you got a ruck nominate. I thought that might have been just dispensed with. Here we go.
Yep.
Burns, was it?
yep. Desi Burns,
Yeah, got the kick away.
Lindisfarne champion.
Got the hands.
Dave O'Brien couldn't quite get it in the clutches. He's got back at it again. So he might have thrown that out, did Dave? Got it out quick hands.
That's a throw. That's
And
a
the umpire says it's a throw.
33.
Now, man,
Yours.
Desi's got it again.
There's a big North Melbourne supporter, so been broken hearted for many years. And I think he will be again this year.
May well be. Just need to get Georgie Wardlaw's hamstrings right.
As they kick flying out of the hands there, but
Sullivan.
back in the hands of Sullivan.
He's been a superstar of Masters, Sullivan, for Queensland, and it's great to see him come out and play for Tassie.
Well, there you go. That is full time in the over 50 men's game. Tassie versus Vic Country, and Tasmania 10-5-65 comfortably over Vic Country 2-4-16. Give you the goal kickers. They only kicked one goal was scored in that quarter. Was there 1, 2? No, Lee Heath kicked a couple, and there was one from Ketchell. So goal kickers for Tassie: Lee Heath 3, and then Amodi with a couple, and then singles to Bannister, Bartlett, Hall, Stephen Cox and Chris Ketchell. And for the Vic Country, Luke Vasolo, he was their only goal scorer. He got a couple, and he's the coach of the under-45s of Vic Country. But Darren Perry, your thoughts on the game? As we said, naturally these games, Masters footy, guys a little bit older, and things can, the pace can drop off a little bit. But I thought that was a pretty entertaining game.
Look, it was, as we always said about Masters, it's footy for fun, but it's always more fun when you win, a good win by Tasmania. But the contest was really good. You could see the guys, the effort in it, the amount of fun they get out of competing. You never lose that. You always want to compete. So it just gives the guys, you know, in their 50s and 60s, the opportunity to still be able to compete and have a bit of fun. And what they'll enjoy now is that they've been out there for a battle. They'll go in the rooms. They'll have that hour after the game, which is the best feeling you have. They'll have a couple of beers and they'll have a fantastic night. And they'll grow some camaraderie with that. Whether you're playing for Super Rules or you're playing for Penguin or you're playing for Gawlerka or wherever, you love that mateship you get and you grow by playing in a team sport. So, and Victoria, fantastic coming all the way over to be involved. They were terrific as well.
Thanks for your assistance, Darren, in the game. Great for you to jump in the box and give us your insights on all things Tassie Masters and also that game of the over 50s men. Thanks for that. Bo Downham, thanks for your assistance. Xavier Williams is going to join the commentary team for the next few games. So well done to Xavier. I know you and Xavier and Bo will do an outstanding job to take this right through to the end of the day. But Tassie winning 10-5-65 over Victoria Country 2-4-16. Tassie by 99 points in the over 35s in the other game. We'll come back shortly with the next match that's scheduled.
Fantastic. Just round the front here, boys. Again, what a wonderful contest. Vic Country, thank you very much for coming over to this lovely state. It's a tough gig and you've done it marvellously. David, fantastic, very much appreciated. To present the Vic Country medal, we've got one of our own superstars, Donnie Dykes, who's played 100 state Masters games. He's been around for, well over 30 years. Has played fantastic football. Won the longest kick 10 times. But most importantly, he's brought Gail, his wife, along, who does a power of work for the state body as well. So, fantastic. The recipient of the Vic Country Best on Ground is David Franklin, number 55. Boys, who's Tassie's?
Yeah, he's coach.
Well done. In these games, we recognise two fantastic players. Tony Lovett, out-and-out superstar within your organisation and has been forever. and we recognise Lee Heath. And it's no coincidence that today the winner for the Tasmanian medal is Lee Heath.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations to Vic Country. Fantastic turnout with bringing all your players across. Much appreciate all the efforts you put in. To David and the background work that you guys have done to make this day happen. I don't know much about Tony, but I've heard background noise, and he's done a lot of work for Vic Country, and I've seen him in carnivals over the years, and he's always got the All Australians on and everything like that. So congratulations to Tony. To our Tassie boys, well done, congratulations, well fought out. To everybody, we've had some guys travel from Darwin, Western Australia, Queensland, to don the Tasmanian jumper. Congratulations and well done. Let's all have a beer together and enjoy tonight's whatever's going on.
Thanks, Heathy. Would you like to say a few words, Don?
Thanks, Kay. Firstly, to Vic Country, thanks very much for participating in this. Something's been dreamt of for a couple of years and finally has come to fruition. To make the effort to come over here, and as we know, it's part of our journey towards getting towards Newcastle. The Tassie guys, I was amazed last night when I went to fourth and saw 70 odd guys running around the track. And a lot of you guys haven't been around this environment for quite some time, so hopefully you'll get a bit of an itch and we can get you guys to come away. To the organisers, Cave, and the Victorian counterparts, thanks very much, and I'm sure there's something going to go forward from now on. Thank you.
Thanks, people. Enjoy your beer.